The history of the M24-47 rifle that we know today began at the famous Belgian firearms maker, Fabrique Nationale. You see, in 1925, the Kingdom of Serbs, Croats, and Slovenes, the forerunner of the Kingdom of Yugoslavia and later the Socialist Federal Republic of Yugoslavia, decided to purchase FN's model 1924 Mauser rifle. During the period between World War I and World War II, FN's model 1924 and its variants were fairly popular around the world. For instance, the Kingdom of Serbs, Croats, and Slovenes, Lithuania, and Ethiopia acquired the model 1924. Similar related FN models were adopted by a host of South American countries as well. In addition to purchasing Fabrique Nationale's 1924 rifles, the Kingdom of Serbs, Croats, and Slovenes bought tooling from FN and from 1925 to 1927 began installing an entire FN production line at the Artillery Technical Institute in Kragujevac, the forerunner of modern-day Zastava arms. Consequently, by the start of World War II, the Kingdom of Yugoslavia had indigenously produced roughly 1 million Model 1924 rifles, chambered in 7.92 by 57. The Axis invasion of Yugoslavia began on April 6, 1941. Yugoslavia was attacked by Germany, Italy, and Hungary. 11 days later, the Royal Yugoslav Army surrendered. At the time of surrender, there were 250,000 Model 1924 rifles in storage at the Military Technical Institute in Kragujevac. These rifles were confiscated and shipped back to Nazi Germany. After the liberation of Yugoslavia in 1945, the country was largely unable to produce new firearms. There were 4 primary obstacles to doing so. First, the country, after 4 years of fighting, simply lacked the raw materials to build these weapons. Second, the Germans had stripped most of the Military Technical Institute at Kragujevac's tooling and equipment and brought it back to Germany. Third, after doing so, Germans destroyed most of the Military Technical Institute's buildings. And fourth, human capital was depleted. In 1941, during German occupation, a large number of students and Military Technical Institute employees were executed by Nazi soldiers in what became known as the Kragujevac massacre. Unable to produce new rifles, in 1947, Yugoslavia began the large-scale refurbishment of their Model 1924 Mausers. Yugoslavia had the means to produce new barrels, so most of their 1924s were rebarreled. They were also repaired as necessary with salvage parts from 1924s or other World War II battlefield pickups that were left in Yugoslavia. For ideological reasons, the old royal markings were scrubbed off and new communist ones applied. The result of this work was the creation of the M24-47 Mauser that we know today.